Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Mazzano with a look at your headlines. LeBron James' son, Bronny James, is in the hospital after suffering a cardiac arrest while playing basketball. A family spokesperson says the 18-year-old's heart suddenly stopped beating Monday during practice at the University of Southern California. According to the statement, Bronny is out of the intensive care unit and in stable condition. Hampshire Regional School Superintendent Diane Bonneville is facing a loss of support from teachers and other personnel in the district. This after members of the Hampshire Regional Education Association and Williamsburg Teachers Association have declared no confidence in the superintendent performing her duties fairly, citing a lack of transparency and communication. UPS and the Teamsters Union have reached a tentative deal on a new contract. It could prevent a strike, which was set to begin as soon as next week, likely crippling U.S. supply chains. To end the threat of a strike altogether, the tentative agreement still needs to be ratified by about 340,000 Teamsters at UPS. That will take just over 3 weeks. A no vote could still trigger a strike, but it would now take place in late August.
Well, today is a first alert weather day due to a low risk for some severe storms, but honestly, flash flooding is the biggest concern that we're facing today. And through the rest of the evening, more downpours, especially near and south of the Mass Pike, could lead to additional flooding and flash flooding, especially throughout the greater Springfield area. But this evening, we are expecting that rain to taper off and skies will turn partly cloudy tonight. Definitely expecting to see some patchy fog, and it does get a bit cooler and less humid, with temperatures dipping into the upper 50s and low 60s by sunrise. Now, high pressure is going to give us a dry day on Wednesday, so the cleanup begins, but so does the heat. We actually do have some heat advisories that have already been posted for the end of the week, and extreme heat and humidity looks to build in for Thursday and Friday. Thursday, though, there's also another risk for heavy rain and possibly some strong to severe thunderstorms, especially late in the day. Temperatures tomorrow climbing to about 90 degrees. And again, the humidity won't be too rough, but it gets very uncomfortable for Thursday and Friday. 2 first alert weather days on tap, highs in the lower to middle 90s. And it looks like the heat index could approach triple digits both days.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.